It is the year 1910, and you are trekking through one of the most remote parts of India. You haven't seen a village in over a week, and you haven't eaten in days. Suddenly, you realize that you are not hungry, and it feels like you have energy coursing through all of the veins in your body. And, incredibly, your belly is flatter, your arms are more toned, and your waist is trimmer. How can this be? No, it's not because you've been doing daily wind sprints and one-handed push-ups while you are on your trek. It's because you're following an ancient Indian tradition and chewing on Caralluma Fimbriata, an edible cactus shown to suppress hunger, enhance physical endurance, burn fat, and improve muscle tone. Researchers the world over have taken this traditional knowledge and use of Caralluma Fimbriata and tested it to see if it really can curb the appetite. The initial response results are indeed promising. But is this really the magic weight loss aid we've all been searching for? And is it safe and effective? Thanks to overinflated promises from late-night infomercials, biased paid celebrity endorsements, and ineffective fad diets, we've all become skeptics of a quick fix when it comes to weight loss, increased metabolism, slimmer waistlines, and trimmer abs. Could Caralluma Fimbriata really be different? Caralluma is a member of the cactus family and is commonly found throughout India. Some Indian tribes continue the practice of chewing on Caralluma Fimbriata to suppress hunger during a long hunt, while the poorer classes in southern India also use the cactus to fend off hunger and increase endurance during times of famine or drought. Armed with folklore and traditional use of this famine food, scientists set out to prove or disprove its use for weight loss. But before we go and drink the Kool-Aid, let's see what the evidence has to say so we can discover for ourselves whether there's any legitimacy to the claims. Here's what the research shows. According to a 2006 double-blind placebo-controlled study, which is the gold standard when it comes to study design, from the Journal of Appetite, researchers from Bangalore, India studied the effects of Caralluma extract on 50 overweight men and women. The participants were divided into two groups, with one group receiving a placebo and the other receiving 1 gram of Caralluma Fimbriata extract for 60 days. At the end of the 60 days, although the placebo group did experience some weight loss, it did not experience any statistically significant changes in any of the key measurements that were taken, including body weight, BMI, hip and waist circumference, fat loss, or hunger levels. On the other hand, the group that was taking Caralluma Fimbriata extract did in fact experience statistically significant changes in all of those measures: weight loss, lower BMI, lower hip circumference, and less body fat. Or to put it bluntly, less fat overall, smaller love handles, a lower number on the scale, and fewer hunger pains. Not bad. Similarly, in 2004, researchers from the Western Geriatric Research Institute in Los Angeles presented their findings on Caralluma and obesity at the 12th Annual World Congress of Anti-Aging Medicine. They, too, implemented a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, this time with 26 people. Researchers found that more than 60% of the participants who took Caralluma Fimbriata extract every day for 1 month lost 6 pounds or more, contrary to the placebo group, which showed little to no weight loss. Additionally, 72% of the participants taking the extract also enjoyed a reduction in waist circumference. The researchers concluded that Caralluma Fimbriata does indeed promote weight loss and fat reduction. In other words, 3 out of 4 people pinched a few inches off their waist size and lost at least 6 pounds in a month. However, the downside of both of these studies is that the study groups themselves were relatively small, 50 and 26 respectively. While results were consistent with later studies, we would like to see independent follow-up studies performed with a larger subject pool. So how exactly does it work? The research seems to indicate that Caralluma helps you drop pounds, build muscle, burn fat, and increase energy. All the things that helped our Indian ancestors on their long hunting trips. But how exactly does this cactus work in your body to achieve these results? Unlike most wonder drugs for weight loss, which really translate into "I wonder if it really works," Caralluma Fimbriata addresses 3 key underlying issues related to weight gain: an inability to burn fat, constant hunger, and poor muscle tone. On the fat front, Caralluma Fimbriata contains pregnane glycosides, a phytochemical that blocks the enzyme citrate lyase. When this enzyme's activity is stopped, your body cannot produce fat. Caralluma Fimbriata also blocks malonyl coenzyme A, another enzyme involved in fat production. By impeding the activity of both of these enzymes, Caralluma Fimbriata forces your body to start burning its own fat reserves, thereby promoting fat loss. Caralluma Fimbriata is believed to act directly on the appetite control center of your brain, specifically the hypothalamus. When you are hungry, your hypothalamus sends your brain a message that you need to eat. While researchers are still unclear whether Caralluma Fimbriata sends its own signal to the brain or blocks the hunger signal, what is clear is that Caralluma in some ways interferes with the hypothalamus's hunger messages to the brain. It also appears that Caralluma's ability to promote lean muscle mass is actually connected to its fat-burning benefits. Thanks to pregnane glycosides, Caralluma Fimbriata not only blocks fat production, but, as stated above, it also helps to burn fat. Here's how that works. Your body uses glucose, or sugar, to create a high-energy molecule known as adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, which is what gives you energy. When your body creates too much energy, the excess is stored as fat. When you burn off the fat, the ATP, or energy, is released from the cells, helping you feel more alert and active. Additionally, when this extra energy becomes available in your body, it triggers your muscles to burn energy faster. The result? Your fat shrinks and your muscles gain strength. But is it safe to use? Based on centuries of traditional use, there appears to be little to no adverse effects from Caralluma Fimbriata when used responsibly. To this day, many people in India eat it daily with no issues. And of those taking the extract during the studies, few complained of any side effects. The only concerns noted were mild gastrointestinal upset, which may have been caused by the gelatin capsules rather than the extract itself, as some subjects in the placebo group complained of identical symptoms. Still, researchers at St. John's Medical College in Bangalore, India, were not satisfied with conjecture and decided to directly test the safety of Caralluma Fimbriata. They gave both male and female rats 5 grams of Caralluma Fimbriata extract for every kilogram of body weight, an extremely high dose, relatively speaking. After 2 weeks, all rats were alive and well, leading researchers to conclude that even at very high dosages, Caralluma Fimbriata was not toxic. While this is a bit comforting, 2 weeks is not very long. Apparently, we weren't alone in this concern. Another study, this one performed at Intox in India, looked at long-term usage of Caralluma Fimbriata. The study found no observed effect for the product when taken orally for 6 months at a dosage of 1,000 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. This indicates a very high level of safety. While these safety studies were well designed and the results are promising, we would still like to see appropriately designed safety studies performed, where possible, in humans, just to be sure. So let's talk about the right form of Caralluma Fimbriata to try. While you could head to India and pull off a chunk of the Caralluma Fimbriata plant to munch on, that wouldn't be very efficient or realistic. Instead, you can use Caralluma Fimbriata extract. When you search for the product online, you will find several sources. Be sure to choose a product that has documented research and contains at least 500 milligrams of Caralluma Fimbriata extract. If the manufacturer is more interested in hype than research, move on to another product. Make sure the manufacturer uses good manufacturing practices, or GMP, for the product, and be sure you can find all the ingredients contained in the product before purchasing. Finally, be sure the product you choose is free of preservatives, fillers, binders, excipients, flow agents, shellacs, coloring agents, gluten, yeast, lactose, and other allergens. Ideally, you'll also be able to find independent analysis done by a third party to verify the active ingredients and identify any contaminants. And remember, while Caralluma Fimbriata appears to be both safe and effective for weight loss, it's no magic bullet. To lose weight, the most important thing is to maintain a reasonable caloric intake full of nutrient-dense whole foods and to engage in moderate daily exercise. And, of course, consult with your doctor before experimenting with any new herbs or supplements. But if you use the proven tools of a healthy diet and regular exercise, paired with the fat-burning, weight-reducing benefits of Caralluma Fimbriata, you could be on the road to healthy, lasting weight loss in no time. Please visit us today at naturalhealthsherpa.com/free and download these 3 free reports. Secrets to natural weight loss, amazing superfoods to boost your health, and natural therapies to combat the deadliest diseases.